This is Community All Unite TV. Guess it. You knew it. Thursday, 8 to 8:30 on Comcast Cable Channel 190. We are here again. Y'all probably thought it was going to end last month, but it ain't. It's going to keep on going. And we're going to keep on going until I run out of money, until some sponsors start giving us some money. I'm not going to run out of money. I'll do anything I can to make this show keep going because we got the platform for education. Today we're focusing on health and wellness. We have Simona Badger here. I like that. Yeah. Mahasin brought her here. Yeah, and we're blessed right now. We're about to get some education, health and wellness. We told you we were going to do it, right, Mahasin?
Yes, we did. We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it every Thursday. We're going to keep doing it, too.
8
no
to
matter what.
8:30, yeah.
But your sponsors, the sponsors are definitely appreciated.
Yeah, this is the last month that we're going to let y'all not sponsor. We're going to sponsor.
Right.
We know we already got some commitments. Whole Foods is going to help us out.
Yes.
Thank you, Whole Foods.
Yes. Let's go. Come through.
Hey, I even think PSC&G is gonna help us out. I've been talking to them. They on that ledge right now. They about to fall off right onto us right here. Thank you, PSC&G. All right, Simona, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay.
And I am so happy that you're here. So,
I am too.
Thank you. I'm very honored for this invitation. It's been a long time coming. I've been a social worker. I graduated from Fordham 2008, so this is a decade now since I've been a master's level social worker. My name is Simona Badger. I'm a licensed clinical social worker now, and I've been doing a lot of work helping kids who were in foster care. That's how I started out in this field as a caseworker, and then I started to do psychotherapy. I'm now a business owner. I'm very proud to be right here in Newark where I'm needed. And I've been doing a lot of work educating the community about teen dating violence, about bullying, about taking care of your health, your holistic health. And been very fortunate, very blessed. It's very challenging every day to be a business person, as you know. But I am very happy. My family's from Newark. I live in Newark, and I'm really using all of the experience and education that I've gained over the years to really and truly make a difference now. So I'm very excited, and I'm very glad to be here today.
Did you say where you went to school?
Fordham University, Lincoln Center. I'm a New Yorker. Fordham!
Okay.
So you know what? I think let's start off with this bullying topic because you seem very passionate. We talked a little bit before the show, and I really want to start off with that and see where you think the trends are going with bullying. Is it really getting worse? Or how these young folks, how can they overcome these type of obstacles?
So there is an epidemic now of bullying across the world, not just in the United States of America. And for so many years, these different tactics that were used in the schools in terms of the different types of bullying, they weren't addressed. They went unnoticed by teachers. Parents actually don't believe how serious it is until, for example, the child does something self-injurious, such as cutting or a suicidal attempt. Bullying is worse now because it's not just in person, it's done online through cyberbullying. So that's what makes this era so important. And the work that I've decided to do is to address all forms of bullying. Bullying in the school, bullying online, and to really give professionals, the school social worker, the teacher, the parents, the principal, give everyone the tools to address these issues. I have professionals who come to me for consultations once per week about how to help their church members. They're hearing these stories of kids who are suffering, who are very depressed, but kids don't open up about bullying. It's too vulnerable, it's too shaming. And they'll talk about other things as, I just don't like school, I don't like my teacher. But the underlying problem is the embarrassment and the powerlessness that comes from bullying. So I'm very excited. I'm ready to do the work. I've recently done a puppet show at a preschool. Even preschoolers are bullies. And, and they're learning maybe from their siblings. They're learning from cartoons online. I have a 4-year-old. She knows how to use the computer. And these messages about being kind to each other and starting healthy friendships is something that I'm beginning to teach preschoolers. So it's very important. It's urgent in this day and age. And one of the things that happened recently also, there's a movie called 13 Reasons Why. I don't know if you all were aware of that movie. And almost every kid, even if they weren't a teenager without adult supervision, they watched that movie about bullying and about suicide. So kids are learning about different options about how to cope with these things, which is bad, So that's another thing that we as a community, and even in the entertainment field, that we really need to think about our kids' mental health and think about where our kids are developmentally. So I'm very happy to do this work. It's very, very urgent. Like I said, I'm a mom now. This is my calling. This is my obligation, because even my own 4-year-old is coming home with messages, with complaints about what's happening to her at this tender age.
Yeah, I mean, I can remember back, just listening to you talk, I remember back about myself. I mean, I had to become a strong individual to avoid and try to navigate through a lot of these things that I had to deal with. I mean, I remember when the Elephant Man came out, and I have a big head, it's long. They used to call me bust head in school, man. I'm gonna be totally honest with you, but look, I had to learn how to fight back, not just physically, but mentally. I used to crack the heck out of them. I would tear them up. I tear their mamas up. I tear their brothers up. I tear them all. And that's how I was able to navigate my mind, get my mind. And that I found out from that situation that I was a leader. But I couldn't even imagine if there was social media and the crews that just came together and they said they jumped off of one person's message, oh, bushead. Then all was like, bushead, yeah. It's called, a whole school's calling you bushead when you come to school the next day. I was just my friends around the block. That was maybe 5 people. So I was able to take them out one by one. But just imagine if it was 100 of them. Oh, I would have. Oh, I remember I used to try to sleep with my head a certain way so that maybe I could squeeze it so it could get smaller. You be thinking, how do you fix a bus head? I used to get a smaller helmet when I used to play football so I could squeeze my head. Maybe it could make my head. That was crazy. I'm trying to figure out solutions to that problem. If it was a social media situation, and 100 of them were, that's the solution.
We're talking about Instagram.
Crazy.
Some people have thousands followers.
Right.
So if there is a bullying episode that takes place, the entire school,
the city
knows about it, and then now they're refusing to go to school. Yeah. So bullying affects the child in so many different areas: their education, their mental health. And nothing is being done. Nothing is being done. One of the things that I'm doing is helping teenagers to become leaders, to take initiative. And, the kids who are being bullied, we're role-playing what they can say, what they should do first. Yes. And I'm also getting parents to become educated about their rights and how they can go to schools and advocate for their kids. Oh, rather than switching schools every time there's a bullying incident. Because, in switching school, the child is missing out. Yeah. On their education, and the child is also not getting the tools that they need to stand up for themselves.
So you're saying legally they could fight back against 100 kids that might be messing with them on Instagram?
Well, because bullying takes place amongst classmates, depending on who the follower is, they could hold those people accountable. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, yes. I would agree with you on that. As I'm sitting here and I'm reflecting, too, back when I was younger and I was bullied, a little bit. Children, my classmates would tease me as well. I had a gap before I had braces, a huge gap. So they would always tease me about that, or because I have a, elongated nose, they would tease me about that. And I made it through. And I also had parents that loved me, and they told me that they loved me, and I was beautiful from day one. And I don't know if kids these days, adolescents these days, if they're hearing that enough, that they're beautiful, and to accept who they are, and just that love that they're getting from their family. I don't know if they're hearing that. I don't think that would resolve it entirely. I think we need to do a lot more together. But you're right, there can be other solutions, and holding other teenagers accountable through the harassment, intimidation, and bullying law that they have now.
And one thing that we have to be careful that we don't do is to really label and put down the bully, because they're innocent kids, and they are sometimes going through a lot of trauma themselves.
That's true.
And they're living in homes where there's addiction, where there's domestic violence sometimes they themselves are being physically abused, and it's easier for them to address their emotion and to feel good about themselves by, displacing that anger on other kids, because they target, they know who are more vulnerable, who they could get away with, doing these things to. So my work with the person who does, the child who does these things, is very supportive, just as I would with the child who's being victimized. Very supportive. I build a rapport. I try to get information, try to get them to trust me so that we can address the real issues behind the bullying. Because for so long, yes, we aren't doing enough, but when we do, the child that needs the help, who's doing the bullying, gets labeled.
Remember the phrase, "You've got to be in it to win it." That may be true for 1 in a million, but why would you gamble on your family's financial future? Tristate Triangle Media is a sure thing when it comes to marketing your product, business, or service. What you need is a powerful video marketer to reach and inform your potential customers. Contact us today.
Peace and greetings, everyone. I am Mahasin El Amin with Community All Unite, here with Honest Keisha and Chris Sanders. Oh my God. I just want to say, so far, woo, I'm just blown away by this play. I've never seen it before. This is my first time, my first experience. It's amazing. And I think it touched on a lot of stories about women and our unmentionable parts that we're not so comfortable saying, our vagina. And I think it's important that we are comfortable in that and in our skin and with recognizing the vagina. Wow, what made you start incorporating women's voices into your films and your plays?
So, women empowerment, giving a voice to the voiceless is something that I truly stand on. I think it's interesting that in today's world, sometimes as women we forget. We forget that we still have progress to make. We forget that there are still battles we need to fight. And I think it's interesting that in the last year or so, with our new presidency, that it has come more to the forefront. And I think that when you connect to the heart and the hurt of people, of women, all those lines that divide us blur. Because it's no longer about ethnicity or religion or sexuality. It's about I feel your pain or I feel your joy. And when we connect like that, that's when we have true power.
That is a true sense of women empowerment right there.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? In this age and time where, women have been objectified, this is snatching back of the power, of your power, right? Now, this play is not giving us permission to be asking about your vagina. What are men supposed to do with this information?
So I think the beautiful thing is that men benefit from the vagina monologues just as much as women, because it gives men just insight into what the female experience is like. So while it doesn't give permission, it does spark discussion. And so now we can feel more comfortable to ask questions. Now we can feel more comfortable to have those conversations.
Whatever you want, whatever you need, anything you want done, ladies, we do it naturally, 'cause we're every woman, it's all in you.
Peace and blessings. I'm beautiful Mahasin El Amin at a playing field. I'm here talking about vagina monologues. I'm here with a beautiful bunch of bold and beautiful vaginas. Everyone should see it. Everyone came from a vagina, so everyone deserves to see it. Bring a loved one. Come and get some good vagina stories, truths, fun facts, sad, exciting, kinky. Enjoy it.
Hi, Lillian Ray.
Hello, I am Malika Aaron Bishop.
Hi, my name's Audrey Usman, and I'm so thankful to be a part of the Vagina Monologues, mainly because it brings a growth to so many women who, some of them didn't realize they needed it. I think society has it ingrained in us to feel like vaginas and women should be looked down on, even in ways we don't even realize. And this growth is so important for all of us, and I think even for myself, I see certain topics, I see certain lights on issues that I've never seen before, that I've never considered, and I encourage everyone, even if they don't think they need to see it, to come out and see it, because it awakens so many different parts of you that need to be awakened, and I'm just so, so grateful for it.
My name is Aisha Howard, and I was talking to one of my close friends, just talking about looking into acting, and we were at a funeral, funny enough, and she told me, we're going to be doing vagina monologues, but auditions are tomorrow. So when I found out about it, I decided that I would definitely come and figure out what it was about. And I found out that it was an empowering show full of women who just love themselves and those who were curious to find out more about what that self-love looked like. So that's what I'm here for.
Hi, I'm Mahasin El Amin with Community All Unite TV, and I'm here with my host, Chris Sanders, and one of the cast members of the Vagina Monologue play. Yes, please. What's your name?
LaVey Von J, spelled like love.
You did a fantastic job. You really did. You embodied everything in this play, and I appreciate it very much. What did you think about it?
It was definitely an experience. I've never actually been to a vagina workshop before, so it was fun to explore and do my research and things like that to really understand like what women go through in certain situations like that. I love the cast. I love working with the producers and the directors. It was a lot of fun. It was definitely life-changing, if you will. I loved it.
Good to know. And where are you going to go from this point on? What are you going to do with your acting?
Oh, I'm going to keep going. I went to school for film, which was nice, but I am an actress at heart. I write poetry, so I'm going to keep going, keep auditioning. This is my life. This is what I'm going to do forever.
Very good, very good.
Mm-hmm.
You said you went to school for acting?
For film.
For film? What was that?
Weiner University.
Huh. Ask a question?
Well, how did you overcome your fear? You ever had fear before?
You fear of performing, you mean?
Fear of performing, yes.
I would say I did. You know, I've said this in another interview before, but the thing that helps me the most is, you know, people go through different things in life, and I like the idea of being that person you can stare at for an hour or whatever and completely forget about whatever you're dealing with and just focus on something else to get your mind off. So that helps me. It's like I'm helping other people by performing.
All right, this is Chris Sanders with Community All Unite TV, Comcast Cable Channel 190 every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. And we are here at the Vagina Monologues. It was so powerful. I never knew all those things about the vagina. It was an educational experience and liberating. I said things I said here that I could never say nowhere else because it's called inappropriate. And we're here with Bay right now. We want to hear what she has to say about the play that she's one of the stars in, Vagina Monologue. I never said vagina this much in all my life.
Vagina, vagina, vagina.
Who are you?
I am beautiful Bayina El Amin. My beautiful, lovely sister, Mahasin El Amin.
Isn't that nice?
I'm being interviewed. I'm feeling fabulous. I'm feeling sexy.
Yeah?
My celebrity is awaiting.
Were you liberated?
I am so liberated to talk about stories about the beautiful vagina. I am also a culinary artiste, a loctician, and a shea and coconut batter blesser.
Yes.
So I'm here to correct and lead by example.
Right.
Yes.
Teaching
Soul Bay
through
blessings.
love, right?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I appreciate you, Mahasin.
We appreciate you, and I am very proud of you as my sister, and I love you.
You know what?
Proud of me.
Look, Chris Sanders and Mahasin El Amin on Community All Unite TV, Channel 190, every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. We want to thank you for your time, and thanks again.
pleasure.
Definitely, it's a pleasure. We're going to have you on again.
Thank you.
All right.
So the women on the stage today, they took a journey of trust, a journey of self-discovery, a journey of power, and a journey of love. The Vagina Monologues is not just words of a script brought to life. It is an opportunity to spark conversation, to have dialogue. These women have worked so closely together to bring this production to life and to understand that they don't need to be silent anymore. Yes. All right. So we might have some music while we exit. You guys.
We're here, Community All Unite TV, Comcast Cable Channel 190, every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. We are here and we got some educational content for you. You see the books on our table? Let me move the tissues out the way, because some of us got a little sniff. But look what we got here. Basquiat, you know I'm going to ask questions about that. You know, we got this facts, fiction, and feces. I'm going to ask questions about that. Let me see. Dead Roses, Memoirs of Love Poems by Lawrence Pierre. I'm going to ask questions. I like the titles already. It's intriguing me, and it's got to have some educational content to be on this show. Community All Unite TV, we bring entertainment, we bring poetry, we bring artists, we bring health and wellness, we bring for entrepreneurship, we bring people like Mahasin. Yes, Mahasin, you know she's you're a lieutenant, ain't she? About to be a sergeant, right?
Sergeant.
She's a sergeant about to be a lieutenant in the police force at Plainfield. And we don't have people on here that don't got nothing that they doing in the communities. You think I'm not? Chris Sanders is the president of Wisdom Shapes Minds Community Development Corporation, and the Wisdom Shapes Minds sponsors this show right now. That means that I'm working hard to make sure you get this educational content on Comcast Cable Channel 190 every Thursday from 8 to 8:30. All right, Lawrence, yeah. Tell him, come on, Mahasin. You do the introduction because that's Mahasin brought Lawrence to the table right now. Do your little introduction to your friend.
Yes. Longtime friend, Lawrence Pierre. We go back to Seton Hall, Upward Bound together. Oh my God. I don't know how many years that's been. It's been quite some time we've known each other and always had a friendship. And you are doing such an outstanding job with your poetry, your book writing, your mentorships. Just, tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
First of all, I want to say thank you for having me. And I love what y'all doing because we definitely need more of this in our community. This is definitely positive energy from the moment I got here. Basically, my name is Lawrence Pierre. I'm a poet. I'm an author. I wrote 3 books last year. The first one was Facts, Fiction, and Feces. This book right here, this is the merch, the shirt that she's rocking, Facts, Fiction, and Feces. And The Ghost of Basquiat's. If you don't know who Basquiat's was, basically he was an artist from the 80s. He was a trendsetter. He was actually not appreciated the way he should have been until his passing. And to me, that's one thing I do want to touch on, is that a lot of times art is not captured the way it should be. Art is timeless. And sometimes when you write or whatever it is that you do, it might not be appreciated till you're gone. And the last piece I wrote, Dead Roses, I just re-released this for Valentine's Day. I had wrote it for July 11th, 7/11, which I put on the back. Each of my books, I put some type of encrypted message. Evolve 7/11. That's my birthday. And we also know 7/11 is something that has to do with luck and all of that. Facts, Fiction, and Feces, my first piece, Inspired. I feel like poetry, writing is something that comes inspirational. It's not always just educational, but when you combine the two, it's definitely explosive. And The Ghost of Basquiat says, Twisted Tribute. The way I wrote this book was paying homage to Basquiat. So if you look at it, the word poems is crossed out. And if you read through the book itself, it's a lot of stuff that's crossed out and also darkened and bolded, and it's just reconstructed and destructed throughout the whole piece. But out of the 3, I feel like right now Dead Roses needs to be one of my
celebrated.
Yeah, because this one I dealt with, even though it's dealing with love, it's not just the romantic feeling of love. I deal with all types of love. The love for money, the love for education, the love for food, your sins, your moral values, your lack of. I have one piece called Families First, which is basically talking about the whole concept of the EBT card and how it replaced dads and broken up families and the necessity of it, and also the stereotypes that come with it. I have a piece called Morbid Love, which is dealing about, the morbid facade of love, So it's dealing with all types of topics. It's not just dealing with love. And I chose Dead Roses to speak about the dynamics of love. It can be a dark and beautiful thing. Love is always beautiful, but it does have dark insecurities when you're not emotionally in tune with the person that you're dealing with or the thing that you're dealing with. It's nothing that no one can give you a direct answer to. It's something that's experienced. And a lot of times, people try to give you one-word proverbs on how you should view love, but every love case is different. So I'm dealing with that also. So, just maybe the topics with that.
That's very deep.
Yeah, love is crazy, man. Love, I wrote a poem about that too. I remember one of the parts was saying, love has hate in it, love has friends in it, love has enemies in it. Love has got to be something that's released. You gotta let go of it in order for it to really flourish.
Community.
It's a fight now.
Right now.
It's a fight now.
Community.
It's a fight now.
Head high. Get ready for a fight now.
It's a fight now.
Eyes wide.
It's a fight now. It's a fight now.
Just remember and fill your heart with love now. In your truth, you find will all be free now. Unity, it's time to get better. You can't avoid it, we're all in this together. Head high, fill your heart with love and light now. Come together and it will be alright now. Come together, you can't run forever. Come together, it's now, oh, it's never. Community, kids are dying in the streets now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Community, kids are dying in the streets now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity is all we need now. Change your mind, unity